have sound in this video. It's a little bit difficult. However, I'm going to be reviewing an app called Club Gatcha. This is an app, just like many other gachas, that basically lets you do a few things. You can do mini games, you can make your own characters, make your own stories, talk to other people, things like that. I also have another gacha app that I could do a review on if you would like me to. Let's get into how everything is laid out and what you can do in this app. The present. Present is where other people have submitted other avatars or other characters that they have made. If you press this diamond with a crown on it, it shows you YouTubers. BB Mike, Justin, Wolfie2, other ones. Click on them. It lets you use their character if you click the use present. Or you can click subscribe to Wolfie2's YouTube channel. And if you do, it will give you 30 free Gatcha Diamonds just for subscribing to their channel. Now, there's also one that it doesn't show you where it shows lots and lots and lots of YouTubers. Any that are with this little button right here, or any that have the diamond are YouTubers. Now, you can make your own characters. This is a default. Basically, it's what you get when you just click a random one. But this is my default for it. I like to use him because he's very simple, and I can build my character up. The body. Body lets you change things like skin color, the way they're standing, their pose, their height, their head size, even things like how their head is tilted or rotated. You can flip them from side to side. You can even change their shadow or their hands. I think that's pretty cool. Let's start from a blank page. Blank slot. Okay, this is for your head, your hair, your eyes, face, and present and adjust. Almost every single one has an adjust button, and I will show you what that does later. Okay, so front hair. Every single one of these has at least 90 or 50. Basically, every single one has a different amount. You can do rear hair, which basically is the back of the head. We're gonna make the boy a little panda. And then the front hair, there's lots of things. You can make boys or you can make girls. You can have their back hair. You can make it long or short in pigtails and ponytails, in ones like this, or even ones that have some white at the bottom like that. You can do ponytails, pink tails, crazy tails, ones with bows, ones with little highlights in them. And then the aga is basically this little piece of hair that kind of runs out of their head that you can also choose. They even come in little shapes like hearts. Now, what would any good character making app be without being able to choose the color? The first thing that you do is choose the base color, the top color. I'm just going to go ahead and do simple and go with black. Or this kind of green color right here. And then you can do the fading color, what the color fades into. So we'll just do white, so it's easy to see. And then the outline of what their hair is. I'm just going to go with a good old simple black. Like this. Then hide. So some of the characters, their hair, have things that go with them. Their ponytails or their earrings. Things like that. This one does not. However, with this, you would be able to change the color of that. But since my character doesn't have any, it doesn't show the color. This is the color for their highlights in their hair. Later on, it will show you how to change the highlights. But I'm going to do white highlights. Oh, I forgot. In body, you can change their skin color to any of these colors. You can make their freaking skin color bright, pearlescent yellow. But I'm going to kind of stick with this nice brown color. The next thing is their eyes. There are lots of eyes to choose from. There's 131 different eyes. There are even little silly ones, like these. Ones with just pupils, which I haven't added any pupils yet, that's why it's blank. Ones that kind of are scary, like this. Ones that make you look crazy. There are all sorts of different ones. Obviously, you get to change the color. I'm going to leave them orange, but just to show you, you can change the color to anything that you would like. Their pupils. There are lots and lots of different pupils. However, I'm just going to keep it nice and plain for this. I'm going to make their pupils black. You can also do an outline of their pupils. This little bottom color shows you the outline color that you can do. It's kind of difficult to see, but it's an option. You can also color their eyebrows. Do whatever you want. However, I'm just going to remove them. You can remove anything on their face, including their mouth, ears, nose. This little remove button here. That's for simple things. However, later on, I will show you how to remove body parts like legs and arms. The next is face. Face is for things like their nose, although I keep mine without a nose. Their mouth. There are quite a few different ones. However, I'm just going to keep them with a little snort like that. Maybe not, actually. I think I'm going to do this. There are lots and lots of different ones. You can even change their blush, their face shadow, their eye view, whether they're looking from left to right. You can do really funny things like make their chin really weird and big. This is where the highlight. You can choose what highlight you would like them to have. There are 5 different highlights. I'm just going to pick up my pencil. I'm going to do this one. The present. The present basically shows you a bunch of little silly things. Crying funnily, this weird face here. Basically, it just shows you a whole bunch of little funny things. Now, you might be worried that you just clicked on this and you can't remember what you did to their eyes before, so you can't get back. However, all you have to do to get back to your normal eyes is click normal, and it will bring you straight back. The adjust. Adjust lets you change your eye position, nose position, blush position, anything that you've put on them. Lets you rotate them, lets you do a whole bunch of things. Since I'm doing so much, the character is probably going to look very messed up in the end. You can make them even have really big eyes, like that. Or really, really tiny ones, like this. Their clothes. There are multiple things that you can do with their clothes. First, you can make them have a hat. Any sort of hat. There are even hoods and witches' hats. Ones that come free with ears. Lots and lots of different ones. You can change their accessories, their glasses. However, something about the accessory. Top accessory goes over everything. Now, that normally seems good, but I'll show you in a second why it's not. Middle accessory goes under the hair. So it would show, doesn't have anything here that would easily go under. But basically, if you had like a scar or something, it would go under the hair instead of over the hair, which would look quite strange. Bottom accessory is the same thing, except it goes under the eyes. And middle accessory, as I'm sure you can do, does the same thing as the last middle. You can put lots and lots of different accessories, hair things, weird glasses, things like that. Speaking of glasses, you can put glasses on them. All different types. Just plain ones or heart ones. There's even a few eye patches. You can make your man a fancy man of society. The ACC. This gives you a chance to do a shirt logo, their face accessory, and their scarf top and bottom. Face accessory top, I'm going to show you why it's not good to have something over top. It looks like this. Like it goes over everything on the face. You would want it to be in the middle, so it goes under your eye. That looks more normal. You can choose their shirt logo. I'm just going to keep it real simple and do a tree. Remove this so you can see the tree. And we're almost anything in this app, you can change the color of it. Every single thing, unless it's like a line, like the eyebrows or mouth. Because, that would look kind of strange. There are scarves, which include necklaces, chokers, collars, basically everything under the sun. This includes little schoolgirl things like this, big bows, big scarves, whole bunch of things, even headphones, which is one of my personal favorites. You can also do a scarf bottom, which shows you everything that the scarf top had, but it will show up slightly lower. Upper. You have 114 shirts to decide from. There are lots and lots. I personally like this one, this little one. I like has a rainbow on it. I quite like it. Then you can change their sleeves. I'm going to show you something. So these are sleeves. However, you can make their right and their left sleeve different. Or you can make them have no sleeve at all. If you're making a girl, or a boy, for that matter, you can have them in a skirt. Or you can do a belt. There are 2 different belts and lots of different skirts. You can have them have a jacket or some sort of sports bra if it's a girl, some chest armor even, or things like that. Oh god, this character is going to look so messed up by the end of this. They're lower. You have 127 different pants to choose from. I personally like going with these ripped ones. I'm just going to make them like your typical ripped jeans, which I don't really like jeans at all. And you can make them have lots of different shoes, even ones like this, or I know there's some roller skates here somewhere, but I don't know where. You can do socks. There's 127 socks. That's a lot of socks. I personally like these little ones that go from blue to white. Or you can do ones that are short, long, and then go up and clip around your thighs. Even this little one that matches his shirt. All very, very nice. Just like any other thing, you can adjust anything that you put. The other is for capes, wings, gloves, and your tail. You can make them have a tail. Pandas don't really have any of these. Oh, yep, there's one right there. A little panda. We're gonna make its tail green, just like its hair. You can make them have fairy wings, angel wings, devil wings, wings that kind of look like you're from Fairy Tail. I'll show you an example. This one reminds me of Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. They can have gloves. There's all different types of gloves that they can have. Well, not all different types. There's like 20. But still. The extra is for shoulder, wrist, and knee pads. Or ones that look really weird. Let me show you an example. Wrist, you can have lots of weird, funny, silly little things. Or if they're in a fight, you can give them claws. Or even have them go into whole out beast mode. Now, the last thing, or second to last technically, is other. You can give your character a sword, or you can give them a shopping bag, a pillow, a ball of energy, basically anything. Same with the right prop. You can give them a shield. There are a few different types of shields. And then you can even change where they are, how they are faced, what rotation they are in. Basically anything. Sky's the limit. You can change their effect. You can do crazy things like make their front hair move or their back hair. You can make their wings move. You can make a tint to their hair or to their entire body. You can have a front effect. I think that's pretty cool. A little useless, but pretty cool. The hide. This is what I was talking about before. You can make them to where they don't have a hand or don't have a foot. You can make it to where their entire body is gone and they're just a floating head, or they're a ghost. But for now, let's just keep everything on. You have map body 1, 2, and the head map, which is a little creepy. The pet. You can give them cute little pets, or you can put them in objects, like tanks. The profile. You can pick a club or whatever you want to put them under, and then when you submit, it will put it in the submitting form. You can give them their name, their profile, their age, their birthday, crazy things like that. Then there is the studio. The studio is where you can make your own stories. I think it lets you have up to 7 or 8 characters on the same frame at a time. There are even things like mini games. For example, let's do this one. We're gonna keep it on easy because I have never played this before. And when you play mini games, you basically get diamonds, depending on how well or how bad you did. Anyways, Gatcha is a very, very fun game. You can also talk to people in the chat. You can make your own characters. You can make your own stories. You can subscribe to people. And I'm sure there are lots of other things on this app that I haven't even figured out. Like I said, I do have another Gatcha app that I could review on, if you'd like me to. I guess that will be all for today. Now. Like a Hellcat.